ASOP is the absence management system that we use. Okay, it's available 24/7. It has an automated calling as well as a substitute website that you can go on to accept and receive jobs. You're given your PIN and your ID, okay, which is on the little sheet of paper that you received today. Has your phone number, which is always going to be your login, and then has your PIN number, okay? So when you go on asoponline.com, you use your phone number and use your PIN number to log in. It's where it sets it up. We'll show you screens to see what it looks like. And then you can also call into the system, give them your phone number and your PIN, and you can listen to jobs too. If you don't have a computer, don't use online. Okay? All this is found on page 22. So your login will always be your phone number. Okay? Your PIN number, you can change it at any time. It lets you reset it to something you can memorize. Your ASOP calendar, you can add the jobs that you accept or add it to your calendar. Okay, you're responsible for checking your calendar regularly because sometimes you can be assigned by a teacher and you didn't know it. Okay, if that happens, you call us. Getting an assignment, you can, there's basically 3 ways. You can go online, you can call into ASOP, or you can let ASOP call you. Teachers, principals, secretary, and MHED teams, they may talk to you regarding how to get an assignment. So if a teacher comes up to you and says, I'd like you to work, are you available on Tuesday? Okay, yes or no, they can go ahead and assign you. As well as there's an app called Jobulator. I'll show you that here in a second too. Assignments not to accept. We ask you not to accept assignments in your own kids' classrooms. Okay, Bonner, Lawrence, DeSoto, and sometimes KCK are gender-specific classrooms for PE. Okay, so there won't be, okay, like I'm going to pick on Taylor for a second. So Joni thought your name was a girl, so she put you with only girls PE. Okay, so like if that were to happen where only you were seeing girls PE, you would just call us and say, hey, I'm not seeing my gender. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. No, I had to pick on you because she did have to ask me. Automated calling. So substitute teachers at any time, you can hear about job opportunities, okay? At any time, due to the automated caller or going online, please remember that the calling order is random. So it's not going to go alphabetically every time, okay? People at the bottom don't get stuck with never getting a job. It's just random. Morning phone calls start at 5:20 a.m. and go to 12:30 p.m. Evening calls, and for that next day and future jobs start at 4:30 p.m. and 10 p.m., okay? And with that, you can set those parameters so that they're different, so that you don't get calls at 5 a.m. if you don't prefer. What I'm going to do now is we're going to listen to a sample phone call. Where's my mouse? That's going to be really loud. I promise it doesn't always take this long. I don't know why it is today. One of you call play. There's no internet proxy server. Click on the ASOP phone call. There it went. It finally went. It's taking forever. It's like a firewall. There we go. And it may just be ASOP. Whoa. That was not what I meant to do. Sorry.
In A for you available jobs. Here's an example of a phone call from ASOP.
Hello? Hello. I am calling for Tom Baker. If you are interested in a job, press 1 now. To prevent further calls today, press 2 now. If the substitute I am trying to contact is not available, press 3 now. To prevent the system from ever calling again, press 9 now.
Don't press that one.
I am calling on behalf of
Goes Community Schools.
for an assignment at
Walker Middle School.
Please enter your PIN number followed by the pound sign. This is a one-day assignment at
Walker Middle School.
for
John Jackson, math teacher.
starting tomorrow at 8 a.m., ending at 3 p.m. The substitute should report to the main office. To accept this assignment, press 1. To hear this again, press 2. To reject this assignment and allow for additional calls today, press 3. To reject this assignment and prevent additional calls today, press 4. I have saved your information. Your confirmation number is 691412232. I repeat, your confirmation number is 691412232. Goodbye.
All right, so the ASOP automated calling system, basically it's that number, you say hello, if you have a missed call, it'll call you back, you can call MHN. Easiest thing is if you call us, but you can also call ASOP. Look online. But if you ever have any issues, just feel free to call us, okay? When you call ASOP, you call that number, you will be prompted for your ID and PIN, and then you go through the list of options. Find jobs, cancel jobs, it tells you all of that information, okay? Call ASOP, record your name from option 4 for the main menu. All right, and most of them should have a recording from the teacher. ASOP homepage. So this is what the homepage looks like. When you log in online, it shows 3 calendars at a time for 3 months. Down here is available jobs, scheduled jobs, past jobs, non-work day. All of this is in your handbook and goes through step by step if you ever get lost. Okay? ASOP online, you can access anytime, so you can look at available jobs, schedule jobs, look at past jobs, and more. So I'm going to show you a couple training videos regarding ASOP.
ASOP makes it easy for you to find available jobs. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the basics of how to use ASOP to find and accept available jobs, view your scheduled jobs, update personal information and your PIN number, and more. To log into ASOP, open your web browser. You can use Internet Explorer, Firefox, or my personal favorite, Google Chrome. In the address bar, type www.asoponline.com. Log in using your ID, which is your 10-digit phone number, and your 4 or 5-digit PIN number. Once you've entered your ID and PIN number, click the Login button. Great! Now you're logged into your ASOP account. We've made it easy to find most of the information you need right on your homepage. Information like viewing available jobs. There are multiple ways to view an available job. In the top bar, on the calendar, or in the Available Jobs tab. The calendar makes it easy to quickly see a bird's eye view of any available or scheduled jobs you have. Available jobs will show up in green. View more details by clicking on the day, or you can view it in the Available Jobs tab below. Here we can quickly get information like the date and time of the absence, the location, and more. To accept the job, click the Accept button. Okay, so now you've accepted a job. But what about viewing an already scheduled job? Scheduled jobs show up on your calendar in blue. Check the job details by clicking on that day or by checking the Scheduled Jobs tab. Now, let's take a look at how to view or change your personal information. Access your personal information by clicking on the Preferences tab. Here you'll see your name, email address, and other information listed out. Depending on your district's settings, you may see an Edit button here too. If you do, click this to add or edit any personal information in ASOP. Then, click Apply to save. And it's always good to know how to change your PIN number. While under the Preferences tab, click Change PIN. Here, just enter your current PIN number, then add your new 4 or 5-digit PIN number, type it again to confirm, then click Save Changes. And finally, if you have any other questions about how to use ASOP, you'll find a number of great help and training resources under the Help tab. This will take you to the ASOP Learning Center, where you can browse or search to get all the answers you need. That's it. Now you know the basics of how to use ASOP. Thanks for watching.
Okay, I'm going to show you the advanced one that'll show you how to do some different things.
Welcome to the ASOP Advanced Training video. Now, if you haven't watched the basic video yet, you'll want to go ahead and do that before moving on with this one. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to add and manage your non-work days, how to set up a list of preferred schools, how to adjust the times that ASOP calls you, and more. On the ASOP homepage, you can quickly view your scheduled jobs here on the calendar, or by clicking on the Scheduled Jobs tab. Here, you'll be shown a list of upcoming jobs you've accepted, and pertinent details like the name and title of the employee you're subbing for, the date, time, and location of the absence, as well as any attachments. It's also easy to cancel a job from the Scheduled Jobs tab. Just click the big red Cancel button next to the job you want to remove, then click Yes to confirm. Adding a non-work day in ASOP tells the system that you don't want to be offered a job on a specific date. Let's say, for example, you're going on vacation in a few weeks and you don't want to be offered jobs on those days you're away. Just mark those days as non-work days in ASOP. To do this, click on the Non-Work Days tab. Here you'll see a list of previously scheduled non-work days. Add a new non-work day by clicking the Add Non-Work Day button. Choose the date and the time. Most of the time you can just leave all day checked, and type a reason. Then click Save. Now our new non-work day shows up in the list. Okay, but what if you want to add a non-work day that's recurring? To add a recurring non-work day, click the Add Non-Work Day button, choose the date, then check the Repeat box. Here, choose whether you want the non-work day to repeat every day or once a week. Then choose a date that the repeating non-work days will end. Add a reason, and click Save. Now keep in mind, it's easy to remove a non-work day if you need to. Just click the red Remove button to delete any individual non-work day. Great! Now let's take a look at how you can view a history of jobs you've worked, as well as past non-work days. Access your job history by clicking on the History tab. Filter past jobs by selecting a date range. You can choose a preset date range, or enter a custom range yourself. Jobs history shows up under the Jobs tab, and non-workday history shows up in the, you guessed it, the non-work days tab. Next, it's no secret that there may be schools that you simply prefer not to work at, and there may be schools that you like working at. That's where the Preferred Schools list comes in. Access your Preferred Schools list by clicking on Preferences, then choosing Schools. Here, you can check the schools that you'd like to be offered jobs for. It will default to show jobs at all schools. Now here's something you want to make sure to note. If this is selected, you'll be able to see jobs from all the schools checked below. If this one is selected, however, you will not be offered jobs for any of the schools checked below. Finally, ASOP allows you to manage the times that you'll be called for jobs. To view and edit your call times, choose Call Times under the Preferences tab. This page shows you the times that ASOP will call to offer you jobs each day. When ASOP calls during these morning times, it's calling about available jobs for that same day. During evening call times, however, ASOP is calling for jobs that are further out. To edit the times for a day, click the Edit link in that column. Here you can choose not to be called on this day, to be called only during the default district call times, or you can set your own times. Apply to all or just this day to save your changes. You can also turn off calls altogether by choosing No next to Accept phone calls for available jobs. Keep in mind, however, turning off calling in ASOP also means that you won't receive notification calls if, for example, you get removed from a scheduled job. So just be careful when adjusting call times in ASOP. And, of course, if you have questions or want to learn more about what you can do with ASOP, check out the articles and videos in the Learning Center by clicking on the Help tab. That's it. Now you're officially an ASOP Pro. Thanks for watching.
notifications will pop up at the top where you see that one. It says